Alright, this is the continuation of the Odryssian Kingdom campaign I've been running in Rome 2. Where we're at right now, we've got peace with everyone, but we were looking at expanding into Asia Minor. Now it's been like 2 or 3 weeks since I've played this, so let me just get a quick look around. Yeah, I don't remember what I was trying to do here, so I do remember that I just recruited this army. I think what I was considering was testing them out against this fortified group here, but it's not really a priority of mine right now. So let's go check out this area. Now, the danger with attacking Lydia is that they are a satrapy of the Seleucids. Now, if we check on... we actually don't even have them discovered. I was going to check and see who they are at war with, etc. I think it would make more sense to go after Galatia first. As we do this, we're going to make enemies up north, and that's kind of okay. I'm not too hot and bothered about that. These guys I'm still trying to make friends with, I think.
But do not pass the day in words without merit.
I wonder if it wouldn't be a bad idea to try and get these guys confederated and secure my northern flank. The northern front. So I'm actually going to start moving my armies up this direction. That's probably a big old reversal from what I have previously stated, but I hardly remember at this point. Let's go ahead and move the armies up north. I guess these guys are just chilling in my area. That's fine. So here's my actual siege army. Now, if we go to war up here, I don't think I want to go to war with these guys just yet. I would rather go wipe these guys off the map. Just a quick assault. Oh, interesting, they added a city here. Gets me a foothold into this province and kind of prepares me to defend against these guys. Because if I go into Asia Minor, I'm probably going to end up at war with these guys. So I want to confederate them. That would put me up against the Arii, these dudes, who actually look like they own a decent chunk of territory. So let's try and, and they're military allies, so it's not like we can skip one and just have war with these guys to take their land real quick. Okay. Is there any chance Rome will accept peace? Probably never. So I hesitate to go to war against too many factions, and I'm certainly not going to go to war until I've got my forces in position to handle it. Since I'm rotating the other troops up north, I'm going to go ahead and pull these guys down south. Alright. This army is just hanging out over here in case Rome decides to get aggressive on me. Because I think this army plus a garrison could take on one Roman legion pretty handily. Let's go ahead and just let them gain experience. It's not going to make too much of a difference either way, except for maybe these archers. There's not a lot of units in this army that I care much about. Okay, in terms of my territory, everyone looks reasonably well taken care of. Oh, I didn't even check food though. I need to make sure everyone's got enough food supply. Okay, so we're ahead on that in every province. Alright, now let's check out this. A hag. I mean, even if we screw up, it's just going to give us -4 public order for a couple of turns. So let's just bury a sacrifice and then not bother with it too much. Let's drop these guys into patrol just to boost that income up. I could drop these guys into patrol, but I don't really care that much about their territory. Let's double check my agents, make sure everyone's deployed how I want them to be. So it looks like I actually was planning on taking on Galatia. Alright, well, once he gets there, he can just hang out and keep an eye on them. These guys are all deployed. Let's get some Empire maintenance help. See, I'm pretty sure that's a boat, but it only gives you bonuses for land units, so we're going to ignore that. Start moving the fleet up this direction. Now, one nice thing about going north is that I can recruit from this city easier, or I can replenish in that city easier, because that city has a large population. I mean, tons more elites here. Lots and lots of warriors and freemen available, and since these armies down here are actually mostly my native troops, well, that one's about half and half. But this one, wait a minute. No, this one is almost entirely, well, let's see, it is entirely native troops. So they'll be a little bit harder to replenish if I'm going super far away. But alright, I played around enough for the first turn back. We'll Well, that's mildly annoying, but whatever. As you can see, it's not really a big deal. A little bit of public order lost over a couple of turns isn't, right now it's not problematic, so I've got things managed pretty well. Did I really just do that? That was the army that was up here, and I was, man. One of these days I'll get myself together. Now this is going to be probably the more mobile force of these two. I'm just trying to think which one would be better suited to take on the nomads. I suppose I'm probably going to twin stack them anyway. Oh, it'll take a while to actually get up there, but that's okay. Now, I don't think I'll actually need siege equipment very soon, but let's just head this direction anyway. Make sure I've got all my construction going how I want it to still. Yeah, Rome's public order's still hurting a little bit, so let's go ahead and just boost that up. We've got the food for it. Hey, look, somebody's actually come of age. The dude is 15. Okay, so we'll think about getting this guy leveled up and married here in a few turns. For now, let's get these nobles back into being loyal. So let's send them off on a diplomatic mission. Wait a minute, Bowie, I like me? I'm pretty sure Bowie and these guys are at war with each other, so I thought Bowie would not like me, but I must be mistaken. Let's send you off to Massalia. And I've been able to keep my taxes at the normal level. Let's just double check. Make sure things are squared away over here. Oh yeah, my spy down here I was going to move and deploy. Doesn't have very good line of sight in this region, but it's okay. Galatian champions already. Alright, well, another turn down. That's annoying, because I think that decreases his loyalty too, yep. Dirty boy. Alright, well, let's try it again and send him to the Bithynian usurpers and see if that does better. Now, if you watch my income over here, if I set them on patrol on a trade route, it actually did a little bit more than I was expecting. I was going to say it doesn't really accomplish anything, but it did okay. These guys have fantastic movement range. What I might do is use a fleet and one army to take that, and just push 2 armies towards this city. So So I'm doing the old back and forth again. Actually, no, that's right, because these guys need to go up here. It's spring. I'm not sure we can get there before winter, and I don't want to take attrition here. I've never actually... Yeah, that's okay. I've never actually been in these provinces, because the only campaign I've done so far is a Roman one, and I haven't gone east at all yet. So I don't know how the attrition is going to be in these provinces, but we'll stick with that movement for now, because these guys, if we take them out of patrol, they can almost reach there in one turn anyway. Now, I'm actually going to swap these two, because I do not want my siege army to go by itself anywhere. Let's see, we're still not quite ready to declare war because I don't have forces up here to protect these two settlements yet. Let's see if we can get any greater friendship with this faction. Probably not.
Me listen to you, but do
But
not pass the
maybe,
day
no,
in
I guess
words
not.
without merit.
What happens if I tell them I will join their war? That's actually good, because it means I'm not at war with these guys yet. And that means next turn I can attack this city, so I am going to move my navy up. Let's go ahead, and the guys that are still in my territory, we'll drop them down into patrol. Because we are going to need a little bit of a public order boost here, I think. Everywhere else is really, really high on public order, which is good. Except for this place, so let's actually bump these guys up into this area, and then have them patrol. Okay, so we actually have some public order sorting out to do over here. That should take care, well, we'll look at that in a few turns. Now, have I moved everyone, and did I deploy my spy? Looks like it. Still gotta wait a few turns for this dude to get older. This guy is just a piece of work. Can't do that because he's on a mission. End the turn.
I offer this morsel.
Now, I would like the money, but I'd rather just go take their land. I'm happy that their allies didn't declare war. I was kind of hoping they would. Okay, good. So we got a boost in money. That gave us a lot of money, actually. And he should finally have some loyalty. I really ought to keep sending him on missions just to make sure he stays loyal. But you know what, I'll go ahead and marry him off as well, so we have an extra character to boost loyalty with if we need. Now the siege army, I believe, was going this direction. These guys were going over here. Trying to think, which army do I want to attack Albeit with, because I'll probably actually fight this battle. Eh. Let's do it with the Fury. Try and max out their army level as early as we can. And let's go ahead and move in the fleet. I don't think this actually makes a difference. Come on. In terms, like, I don't think it makes a difference in terms of how fast we can get our units in. Well, let's see. What do they? They have a really, really poor garrison. Maybe I won't fight this one. The danger of not fighting it is that it leaves my general and my expensive units very, very vulnerable. Let's just take it balanced and see what the AI does to me. Yeah, see, it halfway kills my elite units, and that really kind of bothers me. But it is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and loot this because I can afford to have slaves in terms of public order, and because we'll probably get a rebellion here soon enough anyway. These guys didn't even start fighting. I wonder what kind of army they have. If it's a lot of skirmish cav, which I would expect it to be, this might be super annoying. Nine skirmish cav and a bunch of archers. They have 3 units of infantry. I know this is the king, but I'm not going to fight that. I hate fighting the nomadic tribes. Oh, jeez. Let's go for the Pyrrhic victory, and let's see how many units we lose. I bet our king gets down to red health. Anyway, there's no sense betting on that. The slow and painful stand-up animation's always funny to me. Oh my goodness. They destroyed my army. Absolutely destroyed me. Let's take some slaves. We want to do things that will make our allies happy with us. So we can actually recruit some horse archers to even things out. We do not have many mercenaries available. So let's merge the troops as much as we can. Then we'll hire the mercenaries and recruit as many of these guys as we can in one turn. Drop them out of the settlement to boost public order a tiny bit more. Yeah, for me, fighting against the nomadic tribes is just ridiculously annoying to do, because all they have is skirmishers, basically. So I just don't find it fun at all. What I should do is recruit an army specifically designed to kill them, because I'm sure now these guys are going to hate me. Well, they're not in love with me, but they don't exactly hate me yet. Plenty of money in the bank, so let's just dismantle their buildings. Because I don't want to repair them and then convert them. I'd rather just get the... Even though that's one of my faction's bonuses, if I remember right, is building conversion is cheaper. Having to repair it and then convert it doesn't seem cheaper to me, because it also takes more time. Okay, my armies over here have moved. Because these guys, oh, they actually got in the fight, and it looks like they lost. Okay, so Pergamon should clean those guys up pretty easily. These guys like me a whole lot more now that I am fighting their enemies.
Let us break bread and
Can we
drink
really
ale
not get
before
any
words
kind
pass
of...
our lips.
Oh, let's see if we
Your
can get them
people are a
confederated
byword
right
for
now.
honor, but I cannot quite accept the terms that you offer.
Sweet.
Yes?
Not sweet. If these guys declare war on me, I am instantly going to lose a whole lot of stuff. We'll just disband this army immediately. We don't need them. I'm hesitant to spend money here because I'm thinking we're going to have war declared on us by these guys soon. Especially since we have nothing up here. And the garrison's mostly dead, so yeah, I'm not going to spend any money on that city. Well, I might spend a little bit just to keep it from having slums. Did we gain any agents out of that? I don't think we can. Let's go ahead and pop these guys down into patrol.
Greetings, honored guest. I serve...
I'm not sure I will ever be able to get them to confederate. Oh, there's a whole extra army up here. Let's disband them as well. Because I don't think they're going to be able to turn around and take that on. Now again, I need to rush troops up here as fast as I can get them. Now I might slow down and be a little defensive here. It depends on what this army does, but for now, I think that's good enough for this turn. This guy's still going to be good and young. Let's just keep boosting our loyalty wherever we can. And end the turn. And let's really hope these guys don't declare war on us.
The words of the Oracle influenced our choice of proposal. Therefore, give your consideration appropriate seriousness.
My honorable master.
The gods speak through thunder and storm, but they tell us to ally with you.
We'll ignore some of these
A token,
offers for now.
perhaps a modest gift of
I mean, they kind of have to do this. I'm glad I took the mercenaries so that they couldn't. Shockingly, the protective stance is good against them. Usually I feel like being aggressive is what gives me the best auto-resolve results against these skirmish cav nations. I'm sad to see those guys die because they're hard to re-recruit now. But it's okay. shuffle this army around a little bit, see if we can avoid their veteran down there. Now this army, I honestly might just disband and re-recruit. Because again, we're not at war with this faction yet. So we don't need to be super aggressive against them. And we don't need to be terribly worried about them either. I like to get food and public order sanitation mixed right off the bat, typically. Since there is an extra city in this province, I might do the fish, because we're actually trading with a lot of factions this time around, and then we can do the food from the port. There's no downside to doing that, so I'll go ahead. These guys I will just keep up here for a moment. Let them hang out in the front lines until we can get some reinforcements up here. Because I do want to go to war with them, if for no other reason than to take this city. But I don't need to do it right now. I've got plenty of time available. Alright, now he is traveling because he just got taken out of an army. I might want to put him back in as a general, because I don't like, well, 16-year-old general. Why not? Let's go for it. Let's give him the campaign movement range. Mercenaries. And we'll do that. What's this guy's name? Sadalas? Let's recruit him out of here so we can use some population from Pulpudeva first. Yeah, we'll just go with the spearmen, I suppose. I don't remember any of their bonuses. Give him the noble cavalry. Now, do I build an army that can take on this faction with a bunch of skirmish units? Or do I build an army designed to take on barbarians who I guess also are obsessed with skirmishing units? Either way, we're going to want a lot of skirmish units in this army, so let's start out with some archers and then some peltists, I think. Might not be a bad idea to have slingers for the extra range and ammo. Wrong button. So let's get a bunch of these guys as well, just because they're cheap and cost freemen population. Then we'll look at the rest of the army later. For now, just a bunch of skirmishers.
Ready for battle.
Pop you into patrol, because I don't think they could reach me even if they decide to declare war. Decide to declare war, I should say. Drop you into patrol. I should probably merge these Lancer units. But I don't want to. Feeling a little bit lost for a minute. Just go through the checklist.
What do you wish of me?
Blades will drop you guys into patrol as well. See, disbanding the King's army actually saved us a ton of money, I think. But it also might be that we finished some of those buildings. I'm still going to wait on converting any of this. I know it's not going to help our population here to wait, but I'd rather not spend the money until I know more what these guys plan on doing against us. So they just have a bunch of medium spears. And pikemen, interesting. Okay, check the provinces. I think we already dealt with what we need to here. I'm going to go ahead and keep having him boost some loyalty so he can gain his own influence. Because as this faction, having high influence is a good thing. Like when I'm playing as Rome, I think the best spot to be is like admired, but here I think it's better to be beloved. Because there's more benefits and less penalties, but when you're a Rome, it's different. Alright, end the turn there. Okay, that means we're going to be drawn into war with Bosphorus soon.
For the tribe!
Let's get another round of recruitment from this city first, actually.
Fight with us! It's a good life!
We'll go ahead and get a bunch of these guys, because they're medium skirmish cav, so they can still do pretty well in melee. In terms of an actual infantry force, I think I might just do a bunch of Thereo spears. Because they've got the missiles. And they do well enough in a fight. Like a melee fight. We can recruit 2 more units this turn. Who do I actually want? Yeah, we'll just get some of them for now.
Warriors all!
I'm surprised there won't be snow attrition up here. I was kind of expecting there to be. Okay, now that we're getting closer, I'm not going to go into patrol. I kind of don't think these guys will declare war on me because they're scared of me.
Ready for battle!
That obviously doesn't mean I won't declare war on them. Wow, check that movement out. This dude stayed down here. They are still laying siege. That's incredible. I think it's been like 5 turns that this army has been laying siege to this settlement. Now, it wouldn't surprise me if Archibosphorus has 2 reasonably powerful fleets, so I don't want this fleet to get too separated from any of my garrisons or other forces. You can steal some extra food. Everyone else is still deployed. Let's get the Empire maintenance. Push that down as far as we can. Okay, so all my armies are recruiting how they should be, or in position where they should be. Loyalty is looking fantastic, so I'll actually lay off of that for a little bit. Maybe. Since her influence is really low, I think I'm actually going to send her to organize games in Sarmatia. Again, just trying to boost my personal party power. And that's good for this turn. Now soon I'm going to check on confederating the Bithynian usurpers. Because now that they're actually at war with someone, they might be more willing to do that.
The civilized graces, and we offer our words honestly, from the heart.
I mean, we have non-aggression with DEI. It might not be a bad idea to continue that. But let's see if they're willing to accept it without payment.
This is a time for just, proud men to unite in strength.
No, I don't really care about those guys.
The spirits have noticed that our treasure stores are wanting.
If
Can you
they'll
help
accept
with
it
this small
without...
matter?
I was going to say, if they'll accept it without having me pay them, then sure.
Thing to spread war across the world, but
Now here, again, I'm not quite ready to accept that war. I'd rather get into that war on my conditions. Invited me to it. That's pretty funny. So, the green barbarians over above Italy liberated this faction, and then that faction made an alliance with their liberators' enemies. Good old Rome 2. Now we're going to have our siege army in position to take both of these settlements. We're going to need a third army over here. These guys can probably just hold on the defensive, even though this is the army I really want to use. Right now I have a lot of like pike and hoplite units, so that's going to make sieges difficult. Okay, now that we actually have an army there, I can do this with more confidence. Okay, so it looks like I don't get any special recruitment options. Nah, so I won't bother building that up here. I'll just dismantle it. In this place, our banditry's up a little bit. Sanitation should be fine. Public order should be okay. So let's just go for some money here. Things look squared away at Odysseus. These guys are already replenishing here, which is kind of incredible to me. Certainly a good thing. Wait, so they're getting 43 elites per turn. Okay, so there are enough elites for one turn of replenishment.
Ready for orders. Getting on our way. Ready for further orders. Ready for battle. Ready.
So the question is, where do I go with this army? I'm creating them to fight skirmish armies. We're going to need a third army over here anyway, so let's... The debate was between going this way straight... Oh, excuse me, man. The debate was between going straight north and going more northeast, so let's go northeast. We basically just need our infantry at this point. Thorax spearmen. I wouldn't mind having some thorax spearmen. Certainly enough men to form a front line. Plenty of missiles to go around. Every single unit here has Javi capabilities. Quick double check on the agents. He's not deployed because these guys took the city. Let's move them on down to Rome. Just get an eye on what Rome is doing. Probably not a whole lot, but doesn't hurt to keep an eye on them. Now, I'm not going to drop these guys into patrol just in case, again, these guys attack. Now let's check out the situation with the Bithynian usurpers. So I'm looking at war on my north and on my east, but I look good to my west. These guys are all friends in here, so why don't I try and get non-aggression?
Now speak plain.
I guess they don't
Our
want it.
ancestors were proud men.
Welcome, welcome. In a spirit of Olympian hospitality, I welcome you and will listen with
If I just
care.
offered them a ton of money, would they accept it? No. What if I did that? Okay, I'm not going to pay them all of my money to confederate right now, but it's good to know that they're at least thinking about it as long as these guys are alive. Is this dude 17 yet? I don't want to marry him when he's 16.
It is time to talk like men of many things. We can put aside swords for...
This campaign is shaping up to be headed east in a hurry. Again, a lot of the time when I do campaigns in Total War, I kind of have a plan of what I want to go first. This time around, I'm just kind of rolling with it.
Ready for battle.
I feel like this just gives me the most options if I need to convert things around. Now I want this to be like a food-heavy province with farms and agriculture. So which of these gives me anything extra for agriculture? Any? Okay, so the lightning bolts. Let's maybe go with this though. I was thinking about doing this because I like the cultural influence boost, but nah, we'll go with the Sanctuary of Xibalthierdos. It's a bit of a wild one to try and pronounce, but here we are. Interesting. So these guys are now at war with these guys. That's hilarious to me. Ooh, Pontic usurpers. More fish, which should give us more income from trade, or we can get a ton of income from farming. I think I'd rather have that. This could be a good opportunity. I could jump up here and hit these guys right now. Can you actually get forces through all of this? Is there a city right there? There must be, right? Well, let's bring these guys up to the border. See if we can get a little bit more line of sight. Doesn't look like it. Now, for the final unit, what do we recruit? Gotta do that. It's just a requirement. And I don't think I am allowed to hire the better version of these guys yet, am I? Them? See, these guys come out of the warrior class. 17.8, 36.26, 17.5, 36.26. So their defense is slightly better. Their armor penetration is fine. Bonus versus elephants, that one will never cease to weird me out. 25, 39, 58, 3, 25. I already forgot, but they're more. These guys' morale is higher. Whatever. We can't recruit the other one yet anyway. So we basically have our third army in position. I don't want to make too many more friends over in Asia Minor just yet, because I am expecting to go conquering that direction soon. And I definitely don't want to take these guys out, because I need them to stay at war here to create opportunity for Confederation. You know what, out of curiosity, because I might not get a better opportunity to confederate these guys, out of curiosity, what would happen if I confederated them right now? How much would it cost? I should look at how much I have first. 46. Would it still be the 4,500 that I need? Or 45,000?
I give you welcome. Let Zeus and all the gods smile upon our meeting, so that all may profit.
If we drop it down again, still moderate. Still moderate. Okay. Eh. Well, that's better than spending 46,000. Income, food stayed positive. Let's just get rid of you instantly. Of course I can't trade with them, I am them. This actually looks like a decent army to take on nomads. But I don't think I'm going to be up against too many more nomads. Okay, banditry is really high here. Public order is actually acceptable. Let's drop this out of here. We're going to have some issues from culture, so I might actually need to drop both of these out. Get some cultural conversion. Well, I can get cultural conversion and public order from the same building, can't I? That's what the temples are for.
I am a sage of the forest.
Now, our buildings are giving a huge amount of public order problems in this province. How much population growth do we have? Is it going to show me? We might just wait this one out. We can use this as a place to send diplomats to boost their loyalty. Let's go ahead and do that, actually. Why not? It's disappointing. I really don't need the decrease to chance of having children. Start to boost up his influence a little bit. I didn't even realize he had come of age. That probably happened like 2 turns ago and I didn't even notice. That's not going to give us any extra public order, unfortunately. I've already got that maxed out because that's a global public order boost. Just trying to see if there's anything else over here we can build to boost public order in Italia, but I suppose not. Okay, quick check on the spies. Okay, you can go past. Yeah, we'll just plop him down there to steal food. Let's pull this guy over to do some cultural conversion. Yeah, let's go ahead and disband this army because we're going to need the income. I mean, 3144, we're probably up to 5,000. Yeah. The Fury. Oh yeah, I still haven't decided what I'm doing over here. I'm so indecisive when determining who to attack. I'm not going to get a battle in this episode, I don't think, because it looks like we're pretty much out of time.
the tribe!
I don't really like my army composition right now for taking on these guys, because look at all the skirmishers, man. Of course, I don't know what all of these units are. I wonder if I just move closer.
Getting on our way!
I was hoping that would show me what more of their units are, but it didn't. Let's pop these guys over. I think I will go ahead and attack them. I can go take that city another time. If I can wipe their armies quickly, that'll be a lot easier. These guys should win that quite handily because my pikes are way better than theirs. I should hope. Yeah. Anyway, that should be an easy, relatively easy win. You guys are still recruiting. Alright, well, I think we'll call this episode here. We can actually get rid of these guys too. I'm glad I double-checked that. The Fury, let's just drop them into fortified stance. Alright, well, as usual, if you're enjoying, stick around for the next one. We should have quite a few battles. Next episode might basically be entirely battles fought. So that should make up for this one that's been a little boring. But to be honest, I just can't be bothered to actually fight battles against skirmish-heavy armies because they just get so tedious for me. I might not even fight that one. I might auto-resolve it and then do these two fights here. But in either case, that is the end of this episode. We'll see you in the next one.